Hi there, this lesson we're going to learn the remainder theorem. So let's go straight into it. So from last lesson, we know that the polynomial p of x is equal to ix, that is the divisor, times by the quotient, which is q of x. And then we add the remainder, that is r of x. So whereas ix is x minus a, so ax equal x minus a. So this means that the polynomial can be expressed as x minus a times qx, and we add r of x. Now, let's say if x is equal to a, so if x is equal to a, so this means that p of a is equal to a minus a, because we replace x with a. So which is q of a and add r of a. So this means that p of a is equal to 0 times q of a plus r of a. But then 0 times q of a is equal to 0. So this one here is equal to 0. So therefore, p of a is equal to r of a. So therefore, if a polynomial divided by x minus a, the remainder is equal to p of a. So this is the remainder theorem. So please keep that in mind for me. So let's go through a couple examples. First one. Now to find the remainder when this polynomial divided by this. So from the remainder theorem, we know that r of a is equal to p of a. We know p of x is equal to 2x to the power of 3 plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 1. So now we need to find p of negative 2. P of minus 2. Now, where do I get p of minus 2 from? If you think about it, x plus 2 is equal to 0. If I move this on that side, x is negative 2. So this means that 2 negative 2 power of 3 plus 5 lots of negative 2 square, we minus 3 lots of minus 2 plus 1. So 2 bracket that give me 11. So equal to 11. So therefore the remainder is equal to 11. Now let's do long division to verify the answer. Okay. So now we focus on 2x power 3 and x. So 2x to the power 3 divided by x is 2x squared. So now we just times them together, okay? So 2x squared times x is 2x to the power 3. And 2x squared times 2 is 4x squared. So now we just minus it. So that cancel out. So 5x squared minus 4x squared is x squared. Then we just bring this down, minus 3x, and bring this one down, plus 1. So now we go x squared divided by x, so that give me x. So plus x. And then we use x times x plus 2. So that give me x squared 2x. So just write this down. X squared plus 2x. And then we minus it. Then x squared minus x squared, which is cancel out. And then minus 3x minus 2x, so minus 5x. So negative 5x. And this one here, we just bring it down, plus 1. And then negative 5x divided by x. So which is negative 5. So just minus 5 out. Now we just use negative 5 times x plus 2. So which is x plus 2 here. And you time this in. This give me negative 5x. And then these time together give you minus 10. So that becomes negative 5x minus 10. Now we just minus it. So negative 5x minus negative 5x is cancelled out. And then 1 minus negative 10, so becomes 11. So there you go. So the remainder is 11 by using long division. And from the remainder theorem, we also get 11 as well. There you go. Let's move on second example. So same rule apply. Now to find the remainder of this, when 2x power 3 plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. To find the remainder, so what I do, I just do long division first, okay? And then verify this by using the remainder theorem, okay? So let me write this down first. So 2x to the power 3 plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 1. And divided by 2x minus 1. So we use 2x to the power 3 divided by 2x. So 2x to the power 3 divided by 2x. That cancel out. That give me x squared. So just write x squared first. And then we just time them back together. So x squared times 2x is 2x cubed. And then x squared times negative 1 is minus x squared. Now I just minus it. So that give me 0. And 5x squared minus negative x squared becomes 6x squared. So plus 6x squared. Or I can just clear this out. And this negative 3x, I write this down. And 1, I just write this down. And then we use 6x squared divided by 2x. So 6x squared over 2x, that cancel, give me 3. And this cancel with this, give me x. So plus 3x. And then that times them together. So which is 3x times 2x. So which is 6x squared. Now I just go 3x times negative 1. So negative 3x. So I just minus it. So therefore 6x squared minus 6x squared cancel out. Negative 3x minus negative 3x. So it's cancel out. And leave with 1. So I just bring this one down. So therefore the remainder is 1. to use the remainder theorem to work out the remainder, all we need to do is we just need to find p of a half. So how do I get p of a half? So if you think about it, okay, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we just move this on that side. So 2x is 1. So x is a half. So therefore, we just need to find p of a half. And we should get 1. Okay? So let's work it out. So p of a half, which is equal to, of course, we need to substitute a half into this polynomial here. So which is 2 a half power of 3 plus 5 a half square minus 3 lots of a half plus 1. So now I just put in a calculator. So which is 2 times 0.5 power of 3 and then plus 5 times 0.5 square. And then we minus 3 times 0.5 at 1. There you go, equal to 1. So therefore, the remainder is 1. There you go, by using the remainder theorem, and this is by using the long division. Now, please pause the video and try this one yourself by using remainder theorem. Hi, I'm back. Let's go through this together. So first one, to find out the remainder for this, so we can write r of 1, that is the remainder, is exactly the same as p of 1, okay? So which is equal to 2 times 1 to the power of 3 plus 3 times 1 square minus 8 times 1 plus 1. So that will give me 2 plus 3 minus 8 plus 1. And 2 plus 3 is 5. And then add 1 is 6. So minus 8. So which is negative 2. So therefore, the remainder is negative 2. Now second one. So to find out the remainder for this, now remember, if 2x plus 3 equal to 0, so we move the 3 on this side, so 2x is negative 3, x is negative 3 over 2. So all we need to do is we just need to find p of minus 1.5, correct? So we just find p of negative 1.5. Or 3 over 2 if you like, but easier, just put negative 1.5 on the calculator. So that is equal to 4 negative 1.5 power of 3 minus 3 negative 1.5 square, and minus 2 lots of negative 1.5 minus 7, which equal to, so now I just put it in the calculator. So 4 lots of minus 1.5 power of 3 minus 3 lots of negative 1.5 square, and minus 2 lots of negative 1.5 and minus 7. There you go, negative 24.25. So therefore, the remainder is negative 24.25. Now, last one. So again, all we need to do is we just need to find p of 1/3, right? So p of 1/3, which equal to 3 lots of 1/3 to the power of 3 plus 2 lots of 1/3 square minus 5 lots of 1/3. And then we add 1, of course. So what I do, I just put in a calculator. But before I do that, so I'm just gonna put 1/3 on the calculator. I store in memory. So it makes it easier. So I just go 1/3. Okay, go shift, store in A. So now I just go 3, lots of A power of 3. And then we add 2A squared. And then we minus 5 times A. And then we plus 1. There you go. So the remainder is -1/3. So just write this down, equal -1/3. So therefore, the remainder is -1 1/3. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.